Namaste, Sacred Masters, and welcome to this pick a card session for your shadow work. We have the deck shuffle and 3 random cards from the Dark Mirror Oracle deck placed before you. If you want to purchase this deck, look for the link in the description box below. You can pause the video and take your time to see if any of these cards resonate with you, and then use the time code in order to jump to the card you choose. This is card 1, 2, and 3. Don't forget there are many more pick a card videos to choose from. You can find them in my playlist, Shadow Work Pick a Shadow Card, on my channel's main page, so don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell for more pick a card sessions. After you pick your card, I will explain what each card means in the book. Now, the book's description is poetic and can be confusing sometimes, but for the sake of sharing, I will read it out, then give you my interpretation of it. You will hear my interpretation when I remove my mask and speak with my normal voice. I will also give you a shadow prompt in order to get started on some shadow work based on the card you pick, together with Grabovia codes to help with your shadow work sessions, or sometimes a link to another video relating to the matter. Alright, let's get started. Pick a card and jump to the timestamp. The card you chose is Gilded Regret, represented by the waning crescent moon. It is illustrated as an elven queen with heavy eyes, her dress as blue as the clearest water, her crown of thorns and golden-clawed flowers holds a blue orb in her hand. The sentence relating to the card is, memories are like floating underwater, safe, warm, and murky, yet they held a scent of death. This card is about the cage of our memories being the most gilded, lingering to the past savoring crumbs and fleshes, hints and ifs. But it's our sword. However, it's our shield. We follow the river against these currents to a sea of maybes. We cannot say, life is here now. We just say, life was here. So that even when the future builds, day by day, we still look backward to memories and possibilities. Options we missed, things we lost, changes we fled. It is like staying in the twilight of conscious, in the blessed state of those 5 minutes between the time the alarm rings and when you actually have to wake up. Like little kids, between the time mom calls and the time we need to wake up. And run. But those 5 minutes are taking up too much time. They are the drain of our energies, of our opportunities, of our future. The ifs are now gone. Whatever has been already, isn't it? Our life is always filled with regret. Oftentimes we repress those regrets and try to look forward instead. And when a regret comes crippling, we try to enforce the situation by a false sense of positivity. For your shadow prompt, write about a time when you regretted your actions today. Have you forgiven yourself for it? How did you deal with the regret? Did you simply just take it as a lesson and move on? How has this regret still lived within you? And how heavy is it when you actually become honest with yourself? Once you've come to terms with it, you can begin your healing process and emerge like a lotus blooming out of muddy waters. You can use the Ho'oponopono meditation I posted on the links above and description below, or you can use the Grabovia code 7154872 for the energies of forgiveness and healing. If you want to know how to use Grabovia codes in your sessions for meditating or journaling, check out the link above or in the description box below. I hope this session gives you something to work on. Pick up your shadow journals and let's start finding our inner and true authentic self. I'll try to post more pick a card every week depending on my schedule, so that gives you some time to sit with your shadow prompt and begin working on positive changes to a new life. If you found something new about yourself, don't forget to comment and share with others as well. This not only helps build courage and self-esteem, but it also encourages others that they are not alone. I'll see you in the next session. Namaste. chose the Temple of My Body card. The card relates to the moon phase of the first quarter and is illustrated with a succubus-like creature with claws resembling nails that holds a very thin silver chain, and the pendant on it appears like a crimson tear of blood. The sentence that describes the feeling of the card is, "My body is the temple of my soul. It has no secrets to me." So what does this card mean? This card is about the darkness in the body. Culture can make us take distance from what is our corporality. So many religions and customs, for instance, demonize sex in many different ways, lacing it with guilt as an assassin could lace food with poison. On the other side, we are collaborators in cheapening our body, hiding it, being shamed by it, selling it, giving it away for nothing. It happens when we accept an abusive relationship, when we refuse to respect the body of another, or more simply when we do things like being too lazy to eat healthy. Our body is a temple. It cannot be defiled. We can take a shower, raise our chin, feel proud. It is our body, ours. What this card tells us is that oftentimes we neglect to take care of ourselves. Whether or not it is through intimacy or what we put into our body like food, we have to take care of our bodies because it was the first gift to us from the universe. It is our only vessel, and once it is defiled and decayed, it is gone forever. Your shadow prompt for this would be, what are times I have done harm to my body? I want you to make a list today, and then on the other side of the list, begin to write down all the ways you can do the opposite. Begin to start your journey on taking care of yourself so that you can show the world what a wonderful sentient being you are. You can use this healing music that I'll put on the link above and description below for perfect health. The Grabovia code in the video that can help you is 1814321, which is used for self-healing of the body. If you want to know how to use Grabovia codes in your sessions for meditating or journaling, check out the link above or in the description box below. I hope this session gives you something to work on. Pick up your shadow journals and let's start finding our inner and true authentic self. I'll try to post more pick a card every week depending on my schedule, so that gives you some time to sit with your shadow prompt and begin working on positive changes to a new life. If you found something new about yourself, don't forget to comment and share with others as well. This not only helps build courage and self-esteem, but it also encourages others that they are not alone. I'll see you in the next session. Namaste. The card you picked is Anger and Chains and is represented by the waning crescent moon phase. It is illustrated with lions and sparks and chains and signs and lines all melted together. Geometry and colors like an explosion. The sentence that resonates with this card is, "I've got to break free. I want to be free." This card shows that anger is not the road to clarity. It's not a controlled effort or a cold dish. It is raw, primal, explosive. It is the loss of reason, the loss of restraint, a bomb burning bright in black color, a wax seal carefully crafted to be immediately broken. But anger is also freedom. How can you break a single thread woven with a million of others? How can you unfether yourself from a bad situation, letting all the rest unchanged? It doesn't work like that. When you need to break free, you need to shake and shout. And more things will be broken than just what you want to hurt. They're like a bundle. You can target, but you cannot choose. Break many to break one. Save one to save many. The name of the card should give you a clue as to what shadow work prompt this is. From experience, we know that anger binds us in a chain of negativity. Anger leads us to do many things that we later regret, or even worse, take us further down into the vibrational chart to sadness and depression as well. Anger can be a survival trait in which we act out when we are frightened or
It could be an expressive trait in which we communicate intensely when all other forms of communication fail. But most often than not, after we are done being angry, we feel shame. Shame for our behavior that we later regret. In the absence of shadow work, anger is the most common way our shadow child and our shadow side spills out and lashes out. Unfortunately, we do it to the people nearest and closest to us. This card holds the basis of shadow work, so I could give a million shadow prompts for it. For the sake of getting started, let's just begin by asking ourselves, what emotion brings out the worst in you? What do you think that is? How can we do shadow work to heal it? Can we do shadow child work to heal ourselves? If you want a whole course that is free on healing the shadow child, click on the link above or look at the description box below. When contemplating on these intense emotions, use Grabovio code 10011050010 to invite energies of peace around you. If you want to know how to use Grabovio codes in your sessions for meditating or journaling, check out the link above or in the description box below. I hope this session gives you something to work on. Pick up your shadow journals and let's start finding our inner and true authentic self. I'll try to post more pick a card every week depending on my schedule, so that gives you some time to sit with your shadow prompt and begin working on positive changes to a new life. If you found something new about yourself, don't forget to comment and share with others as well. This not only helps build courage and self-esteem, but it also encourages others that they are not alone. I'll see you in the next session. Namaste.